today on the Honda Rancher, April 27th. Be the first day I really went on a long ride with the Rancher since I put the new tires and wheels on. And installed a set of 25-inch swamp lights on some ITT SS 216 wheels. So I'm going to kind of be reviewing the performance of the tires as I ride today. I went for a little ride around the farm yesterday and they did real good. So far I'm really pleased with them. But like I said, this will be the first long trail ride I've done with them since I bolted them on. So judging by comments other people have made on them who have them and things like that, you know, I don't think I'll be disappointed in the performance of the tires or the wheels. I was taking a little ride down this path right here. Doesn't really have a name, at least in the swamp. Kind of a dead end trail. I've shown you this several times before, but I had ridden down here in a couple of weeks now. And so far the swamp light tires are doing real good. I had to adjust the air pressure in them this morning. They had them aired up quite a bit where I had them mounted on the rims. I actually had way too much air in them. And I noticed yesterday when I was riding, they were riding a bit harsh. Well, the Rancher was riding a bit harsh, that is. So I got the pressure gauge out this morning and checked them, and it was actually maxing the gauge out. So tires are only rated to hold 7 psi max, but anyway, I dropped them back down to 4. Seem to be riding a lot better this way. Spider webs are real bad today. I had to comb, I know, 4 or 5 off my face already. Oop, I missed my turn. Not quite make it. I'm just riding by the old creek right now. A little bit of mud through here to try out. I'm just in 2-wheel drive still. Still in 2-wheel drive and moving right through it. Swamp lights definitely have better traction than stock tires. going across the creek here. Now getting ready to go across the upstream section of the creek I just crossed a few minutes ago. Just like that little crossing right there, usually I would have been spinning a little more in two-wheel drive. I don't think I even spun at all with the new swamp lights. They had a trail ride yesterday and had a tractor pulling a wagon behind it, hauling people around. Uh-oh. Drop down in that rut. I gotta ride it out. Back up a little bit. See what I mean when I say you drop a tire in this rut, you can't ride, you got to ride it out. Yep. Those ruts got even worse. Yesterday, what I was saying was they had a trail ride, horseback trail ride for Relay for Life fundraiser. But they had a tractor pulling a wagon behind it, hauling people on it, the ones who didn't want to ride horses. And it came through here and routed those ruts out a lot worse. And I dropped my front left wheel down in there. I had to ride that thing all the way out. Frogs jumping in the puddle back there. Over here on the church path trying out some of these mud holes on it. Between the horses coming through here and that wagon and that tractor pulling the path quite a bit more routed out and muddy than it was last week when I rode through here. These swamp lights though are chewing it up. Coming up on the old home place here behind the church there. Light Church is having service right now. Just passing by the combine graveyard back there, heading down Lonely Road now. Yeah, so far I put the swamp lights through some mud. They've done real good. Coming up on Beaver Creek here. That's a pretty good amount of flow to it. Yep. Going across the bridge here at Beaver Creek, you can see the water spilling over the beaver dam there. Things are a lot more green in here than they were last week when we came through here. All that rain we had this week, the mild temperatures, making things grow. Jeez, that stick just came up and tried to hit me in the head. Grief. The only thing kept it from going all the way was my arm there. That old tree's still blocking the way up there. noticed when I was climbing over that log there, that old rotten log, that I didn't bottom out, even though I was able to get over it before on the rancher just fine. It would scrub my floorboards a little bit over here. I noticed that time when I was going over it, I didn't hear it scrub. New tires on here give me about a whole more inch of ground clearance. I went from having 9.1 inches of ground clearance from the factory to now I got about 10.1. So yeah, that's a good improvement there. Still in this two-wheel drive right now. Powered right on through it, no problem. Yeah, over here on the old hunting path off the gas line. Path right here, usually when summertime gets here, it's kind of unrideable because all the tree branches and brush and stuff grows up on it real bad. So I expect we probably won't have too many more times riding it before it'll be grown up real bad for the summer months. Nice trail though. I really liking the way these swamp lights are riding though. Handling the mud and the hard packed trails good. Good handling. A lot of grip, you can feel it, you know. And these tires too, I'm sure most of you already know, are 6-ply. Factory tires were only 4-ply, and the factory tires I had, I mean, they did real good, you know, don't get me wrong, because they got me through, you know, anything I ever went through. But these swamp lights, you know, with the more aggressive tread and the 6-ply are definitely going to be more durable against punctures, you know, and the traction is obviously better. I mean, you know, there's no question about that. Frog eggs in that hole. That's why I didn't go right through straight of it, because last year I was riding, I went through a deep puddle, had a lot of frog eggs in it. I got back home and I had all these frog eggs trapped up under the belly pan skid plate of the rancher here. I never got that mess out of there. It's like jelly. By the pond here on the abandoned cow farm. a nice day for a ride today. About 80 degrees. Relatively low humidity. It's a little more humid than it was a couple of weeks ago when we had an 80-degree day, but not too bad. Just going down the ski slope here, letting the engine brake and do all the work. I hadn't used the brakes yet. Going over the sandbar here at the ford. It's got a pretty good amount of flow to it today. Actually came up over the floorboards back there. Thing I noticed about swamp lights is they clean out really well after you go through mud. You know, they don't, mud just doesn't stay packed in there like it does on a lot of tires. That's a good thing. Trail right here is another one of those that once summertime gets here, I have a feeling, well, if years pass or any point of reference, it'll be too grown up to ride. But it's not too bad right now. This leads to the produce distribution center right up here at the end of it. Ready to go back across the ford now. Stop here and take a little break. Well, just leaving the ford now. We're riding right alongside the creek there. That's part of it. Somebody left their cooler there. It's going up the ski slope now. Just making my way up the gas line through these little muddy sections right through here on the lower side of it. Riding by some of these old tobacco fields before you get to the ghost house up here. They got the road set there. There's the ghost house. Little hunting shack over there. People camp out in during hunting season. Got a satellite dish on it. Oh my. Take a ride up this way. I haven't been up this way in a while. This is the way I used to come into the gas line before it got closed off with cow pasture, as I've mentioned in the past. I used to come in this way. It was a lot quicker to get over here. Basically, we come in behind the combine graveyard and follow this path on in to the gas line. But between this land and the combine graveyard, there was a little plot of land there that had a cow pasture was put in it. And once that was done, you know, the gates were put up and everything, then you couldn't ride through there anymore. But yeah, this is the way I used to come to get to the gas line. I'd ride B through here and four-wheeler and all that. And it was a whole lot quicker, I know that. I just thought I'd ride over here and show it to you. Everything's nice and green, that's for sure. A wild turkey flying through the path up there. Hey, they might be big birds, but they can move quick when they want to. Yeah, nice day for a ride, that's for sure. Happy way. Heading back over here to the gas line, do some riding over here. I don't know if y'all can see that big bullfrog right there. You see him sitting there. He's just sitting in the edge of the water when I rolled in over here. That's a big one. And that water came way up over the floorboards. Nasty looking water right there. Yeah. Just going back on Lonely Road now. Lonely Road wasn't so lonely today. I actually had some traffic. Wasn't expecting that. Back by the combines, free going back. Going across a big pond down here. Making my way back to the farm. Take the old farm trail back up to the barn and stuff. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about the Swamp Light tires. I'm really pleased with how they performed today. You know, everything I went through, I mean, naturally they pulled right on through. I mean, most of the time I was in two-wheel drive, even in the deep stuff, and it, you know, they just chug right on through it. And they handle real good on trails like this, you know, where it's relatively, you know, hard pack material. This trail's grown in a lot more since last week. That hill back there is steeper than it looks on camera. It actually got quite a big climb to it. Spider webs are bad on this path. Squirrel running out in front of us. I don't know if you can see it. He was moving though. First squirrel I've seen today. I like to see that big John Deere 9200 there up here plowing this tobacco field up on the farm. Hey buddies, have y'all had corn yet? Huh? Let's go up here and see if you got corn. I'll take that as a no since y'all are following me up here. Hey buddies. Yeah. Yeah, y'all are wanting corn again. Yeah, it's that time of the day. Alright. Don't knock the pan over though. Alright. Alright there. I just thought I'd do a little to cap the video off, you know, about the Swamp Light tires and the ITP SS rims. I have to say, you know, I'm really pleased with how they did today. You know, you can see the trail cleans out really well. You do get a lot more mud, you know, thrown up, you know, kind of on the outside of the fenders versus the way it was with the stock tires, but that's just due to the little bit of an offset. But it's still not too bad, you know. And yeah, got it up here on the wash pit. I'm gonna try and get her cleaned up before I load up and go home. But yeah, it's they did really well though, you know. I'm really pleased. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Had a lot of fun riding today. Thanks for watching.